Month. Gamer Pride Month. What's up, fellow gamers? It's Gamer Pride Month, and you know what that means. We have to say no
to vagina
and yes
to games.
Gamers, it's a thought.
Be gone, thought.
Thought UAV activated.
Yo, this man looks like the type of person that would swim across the Pacific Ocean from California all the way to Japan to find his anime-pillowed girlfriend, who is probably not even real, by the way. And I only hope this man gets therapy, because that's one life down the drain for you all. But anyhow, moving on with the intro.
It's a brand new day, no time to waste. Let the birds be your body, sunshine your face. I smile and wave, but my eyes are laid to the party that you started with your childish grace. It's a brand new day, no time to waste. Let the birds be your body.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Soul Phantom. Welcome back to a brand new video. Hope y'all are having a really good day, and if not, well, hope this video will entertain you. So, before I move on with this video any further, I do want to tell you guys what I've been doing since I haven't been uploading for the past month or two. So, a while back, I was wanting to upload my next video back in October, but apparently I started getting sick and I didn't really feel so good. I started having, for 1, a sore throat, 2, nasal congestion, 3, earache, and 4, lastly but not least, a massive headache. Now, you're probably asking yourself saying, well, Phantom, did you really get COVID? Well, actually no, because when I got tested, mine said it was negative. But I knew right from the get-go I really didn't actually have COVID to begin with, mainly because I had an earache, and besides, earache isn't even one of the symptoms of COVID, and from the research I've done so far, luckily I was able to fully recover, and I really actually hope to continue making videos within the meantime. But anyhow, back to the topic at hand. So you've all probably heard of a developer company called CD Projekt Red. Oh, you know, the same people that made The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is a game I've already played on Nintendo Switch. Of course, I'm still playing the game as usual. I mean, you spend like literally hours in that game, of course. But this particular new game that they had a trailer for was uploaded back on January 10th of 2013. And you want to know what that new game is called? Well, it's called Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm sure some of you probably already know about this game, and well, ever since people started seeing gameplay clips of it here on YouTube, it's been one of the most hyped up games this year I have ever seen. And it's a bit surprising to me, mainly because I've actually played The Witcher 3 before, and while judging by their other catalog of games they've made in the past, I could honestly see this new game have a lot of potential, especially with the next-gen consoles coming out, such as the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, keep in mind, this game was originally supposed to come out back on November 19th of this year. And well, in the past, the game was delayed the first time before. But this year ain't a good year for the game to come out this month. And they decided, you know what? Let's try and delay it a second time, which is December 10th of 2020. However, they do have a reason for why they delayed it. Because on their official Twitter, they have a printed out letter giving their reasons to the fans of this new game on why it was delayed. And well, if you want to go read it on Twitter for yourself, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below so you can all check it out for yourselves. But anyhow, instead of showing it up on screen, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it out loud, so here it goes. Hey everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely, there are many emotions and questions in your heads, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it. Xbox One, Xbox One X, compatibility on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PS4, PS4 Pro, compatibility on PS5, PC, Stadia, while working from home. Since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being a next-gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and every version runs smoothly. We are aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 21 days can make any difference in such a massive and complex game, but they really do. Some of you also might be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we achieved Gold Master some time ago. Passing certification or going gold means the game is ready, can be completed, and has all content in it. but it doesn't mean we stop working on it and raising the quality bar. On the contrary, this is a time where many improvements are being made which will then be distributed via a day zero patch. This is a time period we undercalculated. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands and are willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones, if it ultimately leads you to getting a video game you'll fall in love with. Yours. And it has like two names at the bottom. We have like Adam and Markin. I don't know how you pronounce that name. It's kind of weird. It's like some European-like name. Not really sure. But for now, I'll just digress those names for now. Now, what are my thoughts about Cyberpunk 2077, you're probably asking? Well, I think from what my understanding is of the game, and I think from me playing The Witcher 3 altogether, I could honestly see Cyberpunk really succeed. I think from what CD Projekt Red is saying, I think they're being very honest, I think, about this game being so complex and just the massive open world. I mean, from a lot of the open world games I've played in the past, this is a lot more highly advanced. I mean, when our technology has just really improved when it comes to the gaming industry side of things, I really understand how they feel. It seems like a really just intensive game that not even an old console could have never really handled. But the question we're asking here is, how well will Cyberpunk 2077 do? Well, like I said, I don't think it's going to be really that bad. I think CD Projekt Red is going to really try and get rid of all the bug fixes, and as long as they do all that, and as long as they improve the performance of the game without it like crashing on like other platforms, like maybe such as like PC, because you know, our PCs run completely different, right? So I could see them actually like improve the performance on some of the platforms a little bit without it like crashing the whole game entirely. And speaking of performance, when we're talking about just performance in general, do we really think the Nintendo Switch will be able to handle Cyberpunk 2077? Well, I think from a lot of the gameplay clips, or at least some of them I've seen on YouTube in the past, or at least maybe like last year, I just don't really see that happening. I mean, when you compare the Nintendo Switch to the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, it's very underpowered, but it's actually a little bit more powerful than the Xbox 360 and PS3. But performance-wise, it's just not gonna work. I'm just gonna at least say that. It's just, you know, if you ran Cyberpunk 2077 on a Switch, it would probably it would freeze up the whole game, alright? You probably might get an error pop-up, probably. Like, if you play, like, in the middle of the game or whatever. Like, the frame rate would probably dip. I mean, the textures would be, like, terrible. Yeah, I don't really see that ever happening. But with The Witcher 3, it's fine, because that's, like, a 2015 game. But we're talking a game that's gonna be coming out this year, if it ever does. And, yeah, I just don't see that really happening. You get my point. I mean, if you did your own research, you'll know what I'm saying. Now, CD Projekt Red has also confirmed about Cyberpunk 2077 having free DLC, so that's gonna be pretty nice when you get the game, or at least when you pick it up at launch. If you've already pre-ordered the game, lucky for you. I mean, I have never even pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077, and I mean, I'm gonna be getting a PS5, but I mean, that console's gonna be so expensive at launch as well. So, I'm really out of luck. I mean, I'm pretty much stuck with the Nintendo Switch, but you know, I'm still collecting games for the Switch anyways, so, and you know, I haven't even finished up The Witcher 3 on Switch yet, so, I mean, I'm pretty much just stuck where I'm at right now. But, you know, I only just really hope for the better, you know, when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, like I've said earlier before, hopefully it'll do well. And I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna have to pay $10 more for the game than you would on like the current gen version. Because on a lot of the games that we're seeing now for like next gen, it's gonna be like $10 more because of these games. Like, you know, because companies have to spend so much money actually having to create these games, and they're so highly just intensive and whatnot. Like I have said earlier in the video, it's just really, it's honestly just crazy where we're at right now in the gaming industry. It's just, yeah, and we're looking at Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's going to be a really good game in my opinion, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because I really have a lot of faith for this game. I really do, or I shouldn't say faith, but I have a lot of hope for it is what I actually mean by that. But if it's going to be something like straight up out of Fallout 76 or something where the game's going to be broken at launch, then I don't think I'm ever going to buy the game. It'll be completely unplayable, but I really have a lot of hope for CD CD Projekt Red, and I think this will be their next big game that's gonna be coming out. So I guess might as well have to cross our fingers. I mean, hope for the better. But anyhow, that wraps up this whole video, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, because if you did, you can make sure to subscribe, because I'll be making more content within the meantime. And also, make sure to turn on that bell notification to stay up to date on my latest videos coming out. This is Soul Phantom rolling out. Adios.